As Israeli bombardment continues across Lebanon, President Biden used part of his speech at the United Nations to urge both sides to embrace peace and agree to a two-state solution.
Where Israel enjoys security and peace and full recognition and normalized relations with all its neighbors, where Palestinians live in security, dignity, and self-determination in a state of their own.
Biden also addressed the threat posed by Iran, which backs both Hamas and Hezbollah and is reportedly racing to acquire a nuclear weapon.
Together we must deny oxygen to its terrorist proxies, which have called for more October 7th and ensure that Iran will never, ever obtain a nuclear weapon.
The president also touched on U.S.-China relations, saying both countries need to make sure that trade rivalry does not escalate into something more dangerous. On the Ukraine front, the White House continues to condemn Moscow for its attacks against civilians. The Kremlin increasingly relies on short-range ballistic missiles and drones from Tehran as well as North Korea to wage its brutal war against Ukraine. With Ukraine's president listening in the audience, Biden called on the global community to stand firm against Moscow.
We cannot grow weary. We cannot look away, and we will not let up on our support for Ukraine.
This was the president's last address before the assembly as he prepares to leave office in 4 months amidst global tensions on multiple fronts. The upcoming election in 40 days is shaping up to be pivotal, particularly with the stark contrast in foreign policy views between the candidates. A new survey shows voters are clearly divided on the U.S. role in the world. According to the Institute for Global Affairs at the Eurasia Group, 58% of Harris supporters think the U.S. should maintain or increase forces overseas, while 58% of Trump supporters said the U.S. should draw back. George Thomas, CBN News.